So today I am going to show you how to give yourself a brow lift without surgery. So for starters, you're definitely going to want to make sure that your brows are defined. And I'm going to go over the basic general rules of how your eyebrows should be plucked. And so for the inner part, you want to take basically, and this one is very much eyeballing it, but the side of your nose to the corner of your eye, right in there. And that would be where, you pluck this part. And so one thing that I like to do is take a comb and then kind of press in, and then see the area there, and then do my plucking. Now, the next thing, which I think is the most important, is this angle. So you want to trim everything down. So if you have any low hanging fruit, get rid of it. And then the other angle is along this way. So if there's, again, a little bit hanging there, you want to go ahead and take that out as well. So that is where you want to start off with, is that your brows are in the proper place and trimmed. And then, of course, everything under here trimmed up, plucked out. As far as how much you want to take out from underneath, that really just also depends on you or the shape of your brow. You may want it a lot thicker, or you may want to have the higher arch or whatever. And so it really is just a personal preference on how you want to do that. But once you've defined your brow the way you want it, the next thing is application of, defining it with a pencil. Because here is where, and there's many methods. You could use a pomade, you can use a pencil, a skinny, a heavier one. You could use brow gels, whatever is your preference. I'm going to go ahead and go in with a real just skinny pencil. These to me are the most precise. Another way I do my brows is just with eyeshadow, and that is my easiest way of doing my brows. But for this tutorial, I want to kind of point out, we want this tail as lifted as possible. And that's why, like I say, we're starting off by having all the hair in the right place. But what we're going to want to do, and I'm going to brush my hair down. And then you want to actually define the brow on that top part. Let me just see if I can squeeze this a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I'm going on the top and darkening that. And when you start going on the tail, rather than holding your, going down, following the tail, try to stay more horizontal. So you're kind of just pulling it out. Okay. Now, another thing is on the inside, this area. Now, this area can be more defined so that this looks further down than the tail. So I'm just really filling in this part that's kind of on the lighter side. And just a little bit. You don't want to get it too, it depends. If you're one of those that really likes those thick, dark brows, then do it. But I tend to like a little bit of a softer look. Now I'm going to brush everything up. And then you just kind of fill in any gaps, but just try not to go down any more than you have to. Then what I'm going to go ahead and do is add my Control Freak and just make sure that everything is just brushed up and locked into place. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and do the other side. Again, brushing everything down. And I know this looks really funny. And like I say, it's so hard for me to, once I get to the tail, I'm just still wanting to kind of stay as horizontal as possible, but getting down to the, you know, the tip, but on the highest part. And now I'm just kind of defining this area a little bit more. Filling in any gaps, but keeping everything very high on the tail. And then I lock it into place. I prefer a clear gel just because I tend to get the tinted gels all over the place, but that's just a personal preference. So there, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you could please give me a thumbs up, that would be great, and subscribe if you're getting value from my videos, and I hope you have a great day.